Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning from a very wet Gatwick. It seems we've got some nice rain going on here. I hope you guys had a good week and you guys are having a good weekend. Thank you for joining me. It's nice to be back. Yesterday, God's willing, that would be the last Saturday that I would not be able to fly for a while. It's Kevin over there. Good morning, Kevin. Right, so yeah, we had a nice day at the radio club yesterday. And that's Uncle John. Good morning, Uncle John. Right, so anyway, here we are. Good morning, Flysim, Jet Power, Christer, Yorix. I presume that's how you pronounce that one. In real weather. So far, it's fantastic. I'm glad. I wanted to get your feedback on this thing. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the new flight model. Good morning, Kev. Welcome. All right, I started setting up and playing around a little bit here, but I haven't finished. So let's quickly do that. Okay, I just want to quickly talk to you guys about the change in the CG and the camera views again. Okay, and just for trying to keep the peace, right? The value that Twkster gave me, for some reason, does not work for me. Okay. So I did publish it. It is in the forum. You guys can go have a look there if you really want the value. It's minus 3.05 on the Z axis. But the problem is that I found is that my head tilt. Sorry for ATC. Not ATC, traffic. I'll speak in between. Okay, so the problem is my head tilt. When I use the value as given, and I don't go and change my head tilt, my views are not correct anyway. Okay, so I've given it to you, but you're going to have to be adult about it and just go figure it out yourself further than that, all right? I mean, unfortunately, you know, I don't know what your head tilt is. I don't know what you actually use because to prove the point, if you look at my cockpit now and you go and compare it to any of my other videos, okay, it looks like my field of view is so much bigger. All right, so, and then when I look down like this, I've got this freaking scroll like hell to get back to, you know, where I'm used to working. So anyway, just, you know, bear that in mind before you get angry because I don't share the values with you. It's like, it might work for you. It didn't work for me, and I can bet my bottom dollar it's not going to work for everybody. So at some point in time, unfortunately, guys, you're going to have to be a little bit adult about it and go figure it out, you know? And as I'm sitting here, all my testing was done in the 4K version. All right, and there it was easy. It was much easier. Coming to the 2K version, I obviously spent more time here, so I've got more elaborate views and better views set up here than I have in the 4K model. And as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to just ditch it and start over because it's like X camera. I'm using X camera because that could also have an influence now. It's just not gelling with me this morning. I mean, I spent half an hour now trying to get this 2K model to look semi-decent. I hope I'm going to be able to fly it. You know, it looks decent enough. But, you know, yeah, what works for one doesn't work for the other. It's the same as the X-Plane installer. Just because it works for you or the old installer works for it doesn't mean it's the same for everybody, you know. So I got knocked a little bit by a couple of people for suggesting you guys need to get the latest laminar installer for the RC3 the other day, and I was sitting here giggling, and I was thinking the same thing. Just because it works for you doesn't mean it's going to work for the next guy. And then they actually published it, and they said that there was a problem for the Mac users, and nowhere where the people said, oh no, just use the old version, the old installer. They didn't actually specify, but if you're on Mac, you need the new one. So I can just presume there's been quite a few pissed off Mac users for trying to use the old one because somebody said they should use the old one. And the field is too big. You can't satisfy everybody. You make one comment and you accept people to just be adult about it and go about their business. But everybody wants to lay a little egg. So anyway, that's my little egg for this morning. Let's shut up and go do our job and get out of here. Yeah, it moved rearwards like minus 3.05 on the Z-axis, but the tilt in my situation just messes everything up. I didn't get anywhere by just moving backwards. It just wasn't right. Still isn't. So I'll fix it when I've got time later today and I'm bored. So I hope you guys have got some coffee or whatever it is that you're drinking. Some snacks maybe, and you guys are going to enjoy the flight. Right, I just want to get my bearings here and also check for the rest of this flight plan situation. Right, 360 is fine. You don't care for that constant. Right, we want to tell the aircraft it's wet. We're going to use cutback so that we don't disturb the old aunties and uncles sleeping late on the Sunday morning. And then we need to check if this thing is still loading. I think, yeah. Just get these things on. Zero. Excellent.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
$146, and we need to be on 257, 257, 257. We're gonna go to 360. Okay, let's get the APU going before we forget it. Okay. Also, another update on Linda. I spoke to Eugenie. I managed to get hold of him eventually. And I said to him, once this model that we have now, version 5.5, is released, they can look at updating Linda again, because it didn't help if they were to update her last week with the 5.04. Now we have 5.05. That CG shift obviously caused her to lose her grip on the trim, and try her actually again. Why would everybody use 26 left, but someone goes and uses 08? Right. Interesting, not my problem. So yeah, anyway, what else can you guys tell me? How was your week? What have you been up to? Are you enjoying the weekend? Let's get some feedback from you while we're waiting. How have you other guys experienced the new Zibomod? Is it okay? You happy? You guys are very quiet this morning. Oh, and I'm not on live on air. Let me get there. Let me just say hi to the other folks as well. Morning, gentlemen. Are we good in you? That's such a nice saying. All right, well, listen, I didn't want to be rude, so I'm going to be next door. If you want to join me, you guys are more than welcome to join me next door. You do. Right, so now you should see us talk on air as well. Oh my goodness, jet power. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Shame. Yeah, be careful, look after yourself. Nice one, Christer. Mostly home. Yeah, excellent. Okay, that also happens. Almost there.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need
Okay,
anything.
impressed. I am impressed. Thank you, Zibo. He's moved our CG with the loading. He's moved it more forward. Look at the trim by a whole point. Yeah, well, that's not set yet, but they. Remember when we were doing the testing, it was 4.5 on the trim the whole time? And I had to move the payload. Look at that. Awesome. Thank you, Zibo. That is so cool. Let's see if Linda can do it now. Otherwise, we'll do
All
tell
commands and
Eugene.
checklists aborted.
Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted.
Trim up.
See where she puts me. Not quite 5.5, but close. Yes, Christer. Yes, jet power. It is from Origami, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's Origami. Not sure, but yeah, it's Payware. Okay, I just want to lift the trim a little bit. Make it better for me. Right, okay, let's see who's here. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Yeah, we'll check now. This is my first flight in the released version. You know, I had quite a few flights in the development version, but we'll see now.
25N2.
By the way, I've noticed here in the development room, Antonio actually said that the
Starter
weather
cutoff.
radar is now working in the Mac, and he hopes it works in the Linux as well. So you guys must just give us feedback, please. But he's tested the Mac one and he says it works. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
There you go.
N2. Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
You never switch the fuel pumps on. Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure. Before taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Gatwick
Cabin
traffic Skymatix 001,
Take your
taxi
seat, prepare for
holding
takeoff.
point Mike for runway 26 left, via Juliet and Mike.
Taxi lights on. Horizontal stabilizer trimmer not set for takeoff.
Yeah, we'll fix you. Don't worry, Linda, we'll fix you. Skymatix 001 at holding point, Mike, runway 26 Gatwick, 26 left at Gatwick, and we're holding for Skymatix on the runway. Right, before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete.
Thank you, Linda.
Ready for before takeoff checklist. Ready for before taxi procedure.
I saw that, yeah. I saw the teaser. Krister. Yeah, we'll have to try and get that from Zibo. Holding point, Krishna. This thing. This is the NOAA weather plugin that Antonio modified for us. So you can grab it from our Discord. There is a room where you can go and see all the freeware plugins. I did make him a new room for the NOAA weather plugin. Okay, whether he's actually published it in there or not, I haven't gone to look. Okay, but it is in the freeware plugin section in our Discord or on the org, as far as I know, or on GitHub. So it's called the NOAA weather plugin. Hello, Vaughn. No, that's fine. But we'll have to ask Ziba. I don't have that, so I'll have to ask him. I don't know the traffic situation in this area. Please stand by. I don't want to go and line up and wait. Yeah, and then I interfere with other traffic. That's no good. Have a look. See. Yeah, there's no other traffic. Gatwick traffic Skymatix 001. Line up and wait. Runway 26 left.
Approaching 26 left.
Runway 26 left confirm.
On runway 26 left.
Yeah. Maybe I should have calibrated. Let's see if we get better the traction now. Looks better. Hello, Alex. Goeiemôre. Ja, good timing. Morning, John in New York. Yeah. Happens, my friend, it happens. This time zone story, ish. Right, almost time to go. I know I'm a bit late, so this should be 3 minutes already, but we'll give it a good bash. Put some wipers on here. Loving the rain. Thank you, Scotsman.
On runway 26 left. On runway 26 left.
Right, waiting for 40%. Gatwick traffic Skymatix 001, runway 26 left,
Stabilize.
taking off Toga. There we go. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Takeoff thrust set. knots. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive
There
rate.
we go. Gear up. Oh, that's lovely. That is beautiful, man. Wonderful.
Acceleration altitude.
Yeah, we back in business. And there I bumped my trim wheel. I'm scratching my leg, and as I go forward, whoop, just touched it. This is brilliant. Brilliant. We're in the cutback, so everything is going to happen a bit slower. You see, we've reduced our N1 down to 82.5. So, jet power, I can tell you one thing. I am stoked about this. This is awesome. This is one of the best climbouts. Whatever Zibo and Tim changed between my last test flight, because I did mention that it was very slippery in that first couple of 100 foot. It wasn't nice, you know. Whatever they did, they fixed it. Thank you, Zibo. Thank you, Tim. You guys did a heck of a job there. Brilliant. I have not taken off in the UK in a while, and the one thing I'm thinking of now,
Flaps up and set.
performance. No. We can actually do Clyde 2. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah. But we don't need to climb like a rocket. We can keep it at Clyde 2. It's fine. Jacob, what happened was, it was like you were ice skating. You were kind of all over the place. So ice skating as a novice. Don't mean a professional. It was slippery. It was like the pit special, you know, very twitchy. And then all of a sudden, after a couple of 100 feet, you could feel, oh, now I've got weight. Now I've got control again. No, I haven't flown, so I just in the simulator, but not in the real world. strange. I've just noticed Linda also didn't do any work on the FMC. Usually she does. I think they're going to have to give it a nice big overhaul there. Yeah, absolutely. Jacob, I think you're going to like it. Whatever Tim did, and look, guys, I put the whole changelog in below the video. It's got a little bit more flesh to it than the one just in the announcement that I made on Facebook. Maybe I must go edit that one. I'll think about it. But also in the forum, I put a little bit more meat into it. So you guys can see all the forces that were attended to all this flying surfaces that would inevitably, influence the forces. Not yet that I know of. Zibo said nothing about that yet. He's talking about something else he wants to add or change here in the development room, and I can only presume it will be in that phase that he will fix the safe flight situation. Okay, here's an interesting thing for you. You see, this is another issue that I have, obviously, with publishing numbers. Tim says it was minus 0.305. Zibo says it was plus 0.305. Okay, so I'll leave that fight for you guys. You sort that out. Again, coming back to what I said earlier. At some point in time, you just have to be adult about it and just fix it. Because now I've got conflicting information. See, that's difficult to publish things like that because I don't know who's right and who's wrong. And it could just be a typo on one person's side, you understand? It's not intentional, it's just a flippant typo. And that can cause so much hassles with flight simulators, it's unbelievable. The aircraft keeping to all the constraints. Very nice. After Lamborn, we will be able to climb again, unless I just press Alt Intervent and take it up. We'll do this. Call it a test. Jacob, with every CG change in the flight model, you need to change your cameras. It's in the release notes. Just have a look. So we had to change it twice. And even me this morning with this version of Zibo, I had to go and reset my camera views. There you go, Krister. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. we go. Closer. Be our last constraint right there. Let's see where the other guys are. The map up for you just now. Oh, what a nice train. What? Wow, the guys are spread over this place. Let me show you. Let me get this thing up for you. There you go. So there's Kevin. He's at Manchester already. That's Laurie. Uncle John. Now I need to remember. Dave. Yeah, Dave. Hule. Who's 568? Andrew. Ah, Andrew's flying with us. Excellent. That's me. Arthur.
Transition altitude.
There. Ah, fly some. Oh, that's lovely. It is really lovely. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us flying together. Awesome, awesome. Yeah. Lekker. You're right, let's blow this joint. Alt intervent. I just press the button. Climb a few seconds. Yeah, I can see you. I can see you, Flysum. Right at the back. I don't think I understand what you're trying to say, Alex. Sorry, I'm blonde. UK. Okay, got it. I'm sorry, no, it took me a second.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Yeah, I'm already setting some of the values here because I don't want to get caught short. 240. Fine, that's our approach course already. Let's go to our rest of our stories. 41. Yeah. Like some Thursday evenings. South Africa is Thursday evenings. Right, we'll worry about the rest just now. Yeah, as long as you guys enjoy flying with us, I'm happy. Looks like everything is still good here, this side as well. Check for some icing. Ooh, just in time. Look at the icing. Look at that. Flippin' crazy. Get rid of it. And it's gone. Right, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, winter ops times. Gentlemen, it's coming closer. You guys better shop up on that winter ops again before you start pulling out the sky. Twkster, as winter approaches and it gets worse and worse, I'll do some more training on that as well. Again, just a refresher, get everybody on board. Right, the one thing you don't want to do, let me just warn you while we're looking at it, is don't leave your wing anti-ice on. Because that thing can kill you. You need to learn how to use that thing. Leave it on, get rid of the ice, cycle it every now and then, but don't leave it on. And especially above 350, because it can kill you. The very thing designed to save you will take your life. Ah, oh, that looks beautiful. Breaking through the clouds like that. Yeah. Yeah, it won't kill you every time, flight sim, but that one day, that all the elements and all the values and everything is in the right place, all the stars are aligned, so to speak, you'll die. Fly sim, I think NVidia 2070 Super and higher. You know, I mean, my old 2070 Super was not bad, but it was lacking in RAM. Then I had the 3070. Also, again, the RAM was the issue, the VRAM, just a little bit too little. I've got the 5070 Ti now. And I can tell you one thing, it's brilliant. This is like, wow. So, all depends on the budget. I know you can get 3060s or 4060s or something with like 12 or 16 gig RAM. Try get something like that, because your big killer nowadays is the VRAM. So make sure you get more than 8. No, but stay away from AMD unless you've got the patience for it. You know, just stay away from those ones. Let us know, Christer. I'm sitting here waiting. I'd love to know. Let us know. What overwrite it? Back. Maybe we pull it first. Then see if we can change it. Oh, no. That's it. I agree, Alex. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that with the 3070 Ti. Even though it was a fast card, I mean, it's much faster than the 2070. That 8 gig was killing it. Yeah. One more try. Let's just try this. If this doesn't work, I have to go back. So why not? Okay. Anyway, I'll just vector myself there if we don't have ATC.
To level off.
There we go, we made it. Oh, let's have a look see. The track should be 240 at 5. My goodness. We're back. Third one down. Okay. One, two, three. Are you sure? We will not know. Have a look see. Yeah, that's nice. It's supposed to be just like that. Yet, just as I pressed it, it changed. What? Did it delete my legs now? Oh, we're in route 2, that's why. Stupid. Are we going to get out of this one now? Let's just go back to route. Go back to route 1. Idiot. Try again. We're supposed to just add the 5. Easy as, man. How difficult is that? That's definitely not the third one on my list. I will look see if I can figure it out on the map. So let's see, it's the 55.3. Yeah, it's not one of these. Not according to the coordinates. Oh, it's easier to just navigate myself around it. I'll just vector myself. Fly sim. Yes, I did. I did. Back in FSX days. Still not the one. Still not the one. Yeah, I'm wasting my time with this nonsense. We'll worry about it later. So frequencies minimize now. Okay. Thinking about just out loud. This thing is really bugging me now. Let's have a look. See. So if we go. Still not getting. Oh, hang on. That's changed. So 56. Let's see if that's the right one. That looks like the right one. Yes, that is the right one. Right. That's starting to look better. So, where are you going? We'll slow down a bit, make the bubble a little less. We might add another waypoint there. Not sure. Let's see. We shall see.
Ready for descent procedure.
Excellent, Jacob. Okay, let me just concentrate here and do my thing. I think we need to go down to like 2000 again. Let's have a look, see. Intercepts 3000. Frequencies minimus, courses minimus needs to be set, yes. Minimus 300. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. It's 300. $0.998. Perfect. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a debate about the rolling on idle. As far as I know, you shouldn't be able to roll on idle. You should only roll when you put thrust. But that's an open discussion. Yeah. better. See? Yeah, much better. Now we don't have that sharp turn.
Approach top of descent.
Much better, much better. Morning. Yeah. Scotsman, this is my first flight of my assignments in this month. Let's actually have a look-see. Maybe Glasgow is on the assignment list. I didn't check. Hold on. I'm literally just flying my assignments. That's why. Just see. From here, it is to Dublin. Then it's some place in France, it seems. Whatever, some airbase. Oh yeah, and then it's down to Italy, 2 places in Italy. Next time, buddy. Next time we'll make a plan for you for Glasgow. I'm okay, thank you. How are you? Excellent. Nice to hear your voice again. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's like me and the work. My goodness, just when I think I don't have a lot of work, it pours again, and then you pick up what you can, fill the buckets, say thank you, and you continue. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, all the way. All good, thank you. My son says he's frustrated. He wants out. He wants to go do things. Doesn't want to sit at home all day. Well, I can't blame him. Mark. Yeah. Yeah, but it was a different world, eh? I mean, if you think about it, we all went out to university or college or some place to study, so you left home when you were like 18, and you were thrown in at the deep end, and you had to swim, whether you could or not was nobody's problem. You had to leave, you had to do something. Now today, all the learning is done through the internet, and he sits here at home all day, and he does his studies and all, so it works on his nerves a little bit, that they don't have the same social interaction anymore because everybody's sitting in their own home doing their thing. They don't get together and have fun like a bunch of students anymore. Yeah, it's so difficult, actually. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's important. I actually spoke to a friend of mine who's into team building and all kinds of, organizations helping young adults, to go out into the bush, experience life a little different, get some get some. Yeah, I don't know. There's no English term for it, so I'm stuck. I can't really tell you what it is, but it's like team building. Let's just call it that. And I always say to my son, we need to go see this guy in the coming week, and maybe see if we can get you into the bush. Just to go and do something and things like that. We'll see. I want to help my son. I don't want him to suffer. Because mental health is a problem. You can't neglect that, and unfortunately I think we might have neglected his mental health a little bit. We need to kickstart him a little bit again. Well, we are on pause again. Sorry, I'm sitting basically concentrating on our discussion now, and I don't pay attention to my speed brake. Hello, Mac. I see you here too. I just noticed you because I came to look. Yeah, no problem. I did activate it just now. Flysum said to me that I wasn't doing it, and I was going to do it, and then I started speaking and forgot about it, and then I did it. Mac, in my last stream and two, I mentioned this, and then I mentioned it to Twkster afterwards, that on takeoff, the first couple of 100 foot, this aircraft's very slippery in our development version. So I don't know what they did, what they went and fixed. But between him and Zibo, I tell you what, I had one of the most brilliant takeoffs. Smooth, full control, nothing slipping, nothing weird. It was amazing. And what a takeoff. It was lovely. In the rain and all. I even had a tailwind, 6-knot tailwind at takeoff. And that first couple of 100 foot where it felt like I was in somewhere there, but special. It's gone. It's not there. Scotsman, I don't know that. I wouldn't know that. I don't use the cheat loading camera thing. No idea. The one thing I did struggle with, Mac, is just my X camera. And I explained to the guys, I put in the values that Twkster and Zibo gave us. By the way, Twkster says it's minus 305 and Zibo says it's plus 305. So you're going to have to go figure out which one works for you. But anyway, the fact is, when I used the values, I noticed that the tilt of my head was interfering with it, because if I put it in, my tilt was completely out and I had to move my tilt anyway. So I was saying to the guys in the beginning of the stream that, they're going to have to be adult about it and go figure it out. I don't know. I mean, we can give them values, but whether it's going to work for them or not, I don't know. Because for me, it didn't work. It definitely didn't work for me. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it's the Z one. Yeah, it's I used the Twkster numbers because me and Twkster were working on the flight model together. Okay, I only noticed this morning after my stream started that Zibo said it's plus. I think Zibo just made a typo, to be honest. And I mean, it's just yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, this is one of the reasons also why I'm hesitant to put things like that in my posts and stuff, because it clearly didn't work for me. So whether you get thrown with rotten virtual tomatoes and eggs because you say something or you don't say something, it's irrelevant, because I see that people just like to throw those rotten things, you know. We just have to take it. Sorry, I muted the second channel of audio because of the guys talking on the radio. Sorry, I forgot that. I was also going to close the Discord. Anyway, you guys are back on there now. No, at this point in time, it's not boiled. It's just froth, thick, you know, rotten. Thank goodness. If it was boiled, can you imagine? Now you get a bump on the head too. Now it's it's just gooey. Mark Price, yeah, all good, all good. Having some fun with the Zibomod. I see I need to pull my speed brake a little bit there again. Just chase that vertical profile a bit. Mac, I don't know if you saw, I struggled a little bit to put in the extra 2 waypoints that I did because I couldn't remember the format. I figured it out, it's working, but I don't do it every day, you know. I have to go and think about it again. I just added 2 extra waypoints just to make the turn a little bit easier on the aircraft, because I mean, we were coming in over 90 degrees there. Oh my goodness, Mark, yeah. Glad you made it back then. I might. Why? Okay. I'll see. I'll try my best. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Use WebEye. Use WebEye to go and see. You click on WebEye. Okay.
Flight level 100, landing lights switches on.
Lysum, that's Peter. Peter, one of the problems he has is he's struggling to maintain the 19 FPS. So X-Plane is slowing him down naturally anyway. By the time you get to the other side, he's going to be 10 minutes behind you again.
Approaching transition. Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
I'm glad you like it, John. Yeah, thanks, Mark. There is our anticipation cues coming. Yeah, but flight sim. Durban is not an easy place to land. The winds there are crazy. I had similar experiences, and it wasn't with FlySAF. It was with Mango when I still worked with him. Only one thing: if you need to put that thing down in that bloody wind there, you just put it down. Unfortunately, not much you can do as long as you don't bend something. Nice one, Scotsman. Yeah, it must be nice. Must be really nice to see. What a couple of flaps there. Yeah, it must be nice out on the water there. Let me check. Edinburgh traffic Skymatix 001. I'm turning on to the RLS for runway 24. Currently 14 miles out, Skymatix 001. I can see all you other guys. You other guys must just not go and cut in front of me now. So I took a bit of a wide turn. You guys are going to have to deal with conflict of traffic just now. Edinburgh. Yes, call me Makatini from Maritzburg. Or you will know what that's about. Yeah, these other guys are going to have to slow down, or do something. I don't know. We'll have to see. Sorry? I can't hear the last thing. It's something C. What do you say? C? CG. Okay. Presume it's the white one, 19.7. Yeah. That's the perfect number. So if you get it close enough to it, you're close enough to perfect. Thank you, Scotsman. Yeah, I'm glad Zibo attended to the CG shifting. Did you see, Mac? Okay. Yeah, he's moved the CG a little bit more. Well, the CG shift in the loading moves forward now, so the trim is better. This is with S-side services. Yeah, fly sim, you need to learn how to vector yourself. You just need to vector yourself around me or do something. Do a 360, something like that. It was like it was said here already, I've got the right of way because I'm on the ILS already.
Ready for landing checklist. Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Okay, how stable this localizer is, Mac.
Approaching 2-4.
Clear to land runway.
I've still got a 14 knot wind, Mac. It's coming semi from the front. In the previous versions, this thing was hopping all over the bloody place.
300. Approaching decision height. 200. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
I just pulled a little bit too much there.
5,000.
Okay. Yeah, not too bad at the end of today.
Speed brake up. Auto brake in use.
Look where you're going. Not bad at all. Just really wanted to hold the nose up as usual, but
Yeah.
just kind of lifted a little
Great
bit.
landing. You are professional.
A little bit too much, Jacob. A little bit too much, eh? Yeah, yeah. I need to get used to it. Need to fly more. Edinburgh traffic, Skymatix 001, runway vacated. Enjoy, Scotsman. Right, let me get my charts up. See where we go. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure. After landing procedure complete.
Yes, John, stay well.
Flaps up and set.
You know what? I didn't, but I'm sure if you bribe the guy that comes to fetch you here from the aircraft, you know, maybe you give him enough pound there, he'll take you somewhere. Just don't use the company credit card. I just use cash, so there's no evidence. Just hold on, Flysim. Hold on. Hey man, I set the parking brake. I must have stepped too hard on the pedals. No, it's set. So why are we moving forward? Or did it only just now take? That's interesting. Huh? What's wrong? Yeah, it's holding now. Yeah, guys, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that we are so many guys flying together today. Very nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
This thing. Yeah. I know, I said this one. Yeah. Mac, as far as I know, it's a sensor for the lights. It's like sensing the lights intensities and things. Yeah. I think so. That's what I seem to recall. I think. Mm. You're supposed to hear Discord. Why can't you hear it? Mac, just say something again. Yeah, it's on. I don't know why he couldn't hear you before. It's definitely on. So, yeah. We had a discussion about this like 5-6 years ago, Mac, one day. And this is about all I can remember. It's some other sensor, I think, for the lights and the light intensity stuff. Mm-hmm. Scotsman, I can see on my mixer that it's coming through. Who else cannot hear Discord? Can anybody hear Discord so we can maybe get the other side of the coin? Anybody else? Because it's definitely open. It's definitely supposed to be heard. It looks like it's just you. What do you mean no? No, you can't hear it. No, you can hear it. You can't hear Discord. But why? I can see it's talking to everybody. Huh. It's showing me it's coming through. Nothing from Discord. No, that's crazy because I can see it on the meter. It's there. No, you got me. I don't know what it is because on my mixer it's showing me that you guys can hear. Anyway, I don't know. Looking weird. No problem with the caps. I don't know, Mac. I can hear you. I can see on the mixer it's going through. Don't know why other people can't. No idea. Yeah, that's totally strange. I've never had a problem like that. Usually when I can see it on the mixer, it goes out. Let me just change the one setting in Discord. Nope. I'm using exactly the same audio device in Streamlabs OBS as well as in Discord. Same one. All right, gents, you guys have fun. I'll speak with you whenever I speak with you next. I'm glad we got this version out. Please do me a favor, and if you have any comments, go put it on the official forum. It doesn't help you put it on Facebook. Only Tim sees it, only Twkster. Zibo is not there. So if you need anything from Zibo, go to the forum, put it there. That's his main point of contact. And then, you know, remember the other places are just there for discussion. It's just community help. Okay. So anyway, we'll chat with you guys later. Oh yeah, and then you can come join us on Discord. Come watch him do his thing. Yeah, if he's here. Excellent. Okay. That's it. Thank you. So if you didn't hear Mac, he says that the real pilot will come and test the Zibo here on Discord, if possible, later this afternoon. So if you see him, come join us. Okay. Cheers, guys. Have fun. Bye-bye.